Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. Amos Kester once again. We're back with some of our videos again. This time we are in a Ebonyi state. This has been the only eastern state that eluded me for some time now. I've got jobs in all the eastern states apart from Ebonyi state. So today we are actually in Ebonyi state, and this video, a lot of you are going to like it because the big question will be answered on this video. So as you can see, this is the structure for the concrete pens. Now behind the camera is the structure for the greenhouse. So this is a greenhouse. Of course, you've seen what it looks like and you've seen the inside of it as well. So because this video is not about the greenhouse and the concrete pen structure, so we're just going to cut it off from the greenhouse here and take you inside the concrete pen. So when we go inside, we'll now answer that big question that a lot of persons have been asking. So you can see this is also well enclosed. It allows ventilation, and the snails are doing very well inside. So this is what it looks like inside. You can see we always have the center part that enables us to access both sides of the structure. So we have a total of 270 pens here, and you can also see that we've stepped it down. So we have 1, 2, 3 steps. So this is the first step because the topography is not really good. So you can see the step down here. So this side is higher, and then we step down to the next, and we have another step again. So it's a total of 270 pens. Now the big question a lot of persons have been asking is, where is the market for snails? You know, there's a part we do and there's a part you need to do. A lot of persons don't want to do anything. They just want to sit back at home and allow you to do everything for them. It doesn't work that way. The people who are rich today didn't get rich like that. So you have to do something in order for you to get to your dream. So that is why I'm now taking the time to talk about the market today, because a lot of persons have been asking, Kester, all these farms you're setting up in the country, where are you going to market the snails? Well, I don't need to market the snails because I've got a lot of people ordering for snails. I cannot even meet up the demand for the snails people are ordering for. So what you're expecting me to do is you're expecting Kester to set up the farm for you, expecting Kester to sell the snails for you while you just sit back at home and receive your money. That's not going to happen. Kester is going to set up the farm for you, but you are going to sell your snails. But I'll just give you a tip on how to market your snails. Now the thing is, some persons have snails, they don't know where to market it. While some persons are looking for snails to buy, they don't know where to buy it. We live in a country where we don't have a central market for snails. A lot of things we don't have a central market for. You have people looking for it, you have people that have it but do not know how to market it. So that's the situation we find ourselves. That's why we still remain a third world country. Anyway, there are a lot of off-takers for snails. Like I said, the demand is huge, so we cannot actually meet up that demand. In fact, Nigeria cannot meet up the demand for snails even in the next 20-30 years. It's not possible because the demand is so huge. Now, snails are seasonal animals. If you depend on the hunters that pick snails from the bush, you understand that during the rainy season, there's a lot of snails to be found around, so the prices are a little bit affordable. But when it comes to the dry season, the snails becomes very expensive because it is scarce. They are cold-blooded animals, so during this period, the snails aestivate. So even the hunters that go into the forest cannot find snails that easily. So that's the time, as a snail farmer, you start to market your snails. So you don't market your snails when it's the rainy season. That's the time for production. You start marketing during the dry season, and this starts between October, November, December, January, February, March. That's the best time to market your snails, and the demand at that time is huge. So where do you market your snails? You can have a contract for snails supply to eateries, hotels, restaurants. Just think about it. If you're supplying 20 restaurants or even 5 eateries, snails, 200 snails per eatery in a week. That's 1,000 snails you're supplying every week. So assuming the number keeps going up, and one thing about marketing snails, you have to be consistent. You don't want to supply people and at certain time you don't have to supply because you're going to break the cycle. So there's a lot you can do to market your snails. For we on the internet, the demand is so crazy that we don't know how to meet it up. So what we do is most of the farms we set up, when the clients have enough snails to market and we have these huge demands, we fall back on them. We go to them and tell them or connect the buyer with the clients to sell off their goods. So that's what we do, but it doesn't come in as a contract in our business. We only do that in order to help our clients market their product. Now, if you also go to the market and ask those people, the retailers who sell the snails to the final consumers, and tell them that you have snails to sell, trust me, you won't be able to meet up their demand for even 1 month, because they come in mass and buy in large quantities to store and sell to the final consumer. Some of them will request for 20,000 snails in a week. Some will request for 30,000 snails in a week because they have final consumers that take from them on regular basis. So if you want to sell your snail and you go to the market and you sell to those people who are selling at the market, definitely you won't have snails in your farm even in the next 2 to 3 days, because those persons buy like a lot of snails. So for we that are into production, we don't even supply to those class of people. We've tried it once, it led to quarrels in our farm because some persons say they didn't get enough. So since then we halted that cycle. So we only sell to breeders, because as we set up farms, we wouldn't want to go somewhere else to source for snails to stock a farm we set up. So we keep our snails for our clients. So those we set up farms for, we sell directly to them. So that way we know the history of the snails and we know the source of the snails. We can guarantee you the quality of the snails. So that is why we can't sell to retailers and final consumers. There are people who call us on daily basis that they want 50,000 snails per month. We have calls for 20,000 snails per month, and we can't meet up such demand. So that is why we're setting up farms for a lot of people and encouraging people to go into snail farming. There's a huge local demand, there's a huge demand internationally. It can be exported to the Western countries, as we have had lots of clients that buy from us and export. So the issue of is there a market for snail is not even a conversation one should have, because the animal is highly demanded, not just for consumption, but the slime is also gaining a lot of importance globally. They use it for cosmetics and also for pharmaceutics. So of course, you must have heard about snail slime and how valuable it is. So there are other products that are gotten from the snail, even the shells. Some grind it and use it again as calcium, and also for fertilizing their crops. So there's a lot you can gain from snails. It's not just for consumption, and you can sell at different age grades. So the market for snail is huge. It's not a question if there's a market for it, not at all. So a lot of persons have been asking about the market, so that's why I'm actually making this video. So if we set up a farm for you, and assuming you have 20, 30, 40,000 snails and you are ready to sell, you can contact us. We may not be able to get you a buyer immediately, but when these calls come in, we can channel them to you. So you shouldn't worry about where to sell your snails. Of course, you found us on the YouTube. There are a lot of snail buyers who also go through the YouTube, and when they see our videos, they call us requesting for huge amount of snails, and we don't have that capacity to supply them. So we always refer them back to you, our clients and prospective clients. So I'm sure this is going to satisfy everybody, of course. So we always encourage you to do your part while we do our part. So until we come your way again, I want to say thank you. God bless you. We appreciate you following us, and also liking our videos and commenting on the videos. We really appreciate all of that. So I just want to say thank you and God bless you. And the number to reach us, of course, is +2348068525032. And if you didn't hear me when I said that, go to the link below the video where we have the history of the information about this video. You see the number is written boldly there, so you can always call us for business and also for more inquiries. Thank you. God bless you, and bye bye.